What's up guys, it's Frogfadoc. Here I am in a brand new set that I just built today inside of my shed. We have some planks that have been screwed down on top of this cupboard here. And well, this is just going to be a little area where I have a bit more room to film desktop repairs and all that. Speaking of which, here I have an iMac. Not just any old iMac. This is, I think, a 2007, 08 iMac. I don't know what year it is. I haven't really looked at it too much. But I got this iMac for free. It was just laying around, so I took it home. So we're going to be seeing if this iMac works, and we're going to try repairing it if it doesn't, and yeah, let's just see how this goes. Alright, so we're going to be trying to turn it on. It's currently plugged in, and well, let's see if this actually turns on. Okay, I can hear the CD drive. That's a good sign. Oh, it lights up! Will it boot into macOS? Come on. That's not really a good sign if it's not doing anything. Oh, okay. So, it apparently can't find the operating system. So, either the hard drive's dead or it's just been wiped. In case it isn't, we have a whole box of USBs here with a bunch of different versions of macOS that we're going to try. I forget which one's my Snow Leopard install, so we're just going to try all of them until I find which one it is. Now that we have the USB plugged in... Oh, never mind, it found it. So I didn't even have to reboot, it's just gonna load right in. So I guess I picked the right one immediately, so we're gonna be booting into macOS here, or at least the setup. Whenever it does. It's gonna be a bit slow because, you know, USB 2 speeds, but hey, it's doing it! Which version of macOS is this? I think this might be OS X Lion, which, hey, why not? Yep, this is OS X Lion. So let's go in the disk utility here and see if there's actually a working drive in here, or if we can at least detect one. So it appears that it is able to actually find the disk, so hopefully we should be able to wipe the disk and reinstall macOS. I have no idea why it's refusing to boot into macOS, but that's a whole other issue. We're just going to try restoring it and see what happens. Okay, so it's a 320GB hard drive and it's untitled, so I guess this has been wiped, so this might just be a simple repair. Let's just see if we can reinstall macOS. Alright, let's continue. Agree? Yes, I agree. Take my soul, please. So it seems like this is going to be a really simple repair, so let's install macOS. Yeah, it's doing it. I'll get back to you when this is done. After we reinstall macOS, we're going to be taking this thing apart and we're going to be trying to clean it up, get all the dust out, and see what we can do with it. Alright, here we are. It's now finished installing, and now it's rebooting. So, yeah. Successful repair, I guess? Well, it's not really a repair, because... Is it a repair if nothing's broken? Yeah. Think about that, guys. Alright, here it is. It's installing. If we have a little look at the back, you guys can see that it's actually really dusty in the fan. So, I bet you there's going to be a lot of stuff to clean on this system. So... yeah, once this finishes installing, we're going to be taking this thing apart. Oddly enough, there doesn't really seem to be a boot chime, which is a bit confusing, so hopefully the sound works. If it doesn't, that's going to be a little bit concerning. Here we go, welcome! Alright, we are in Australia, because of course we are. Yep, Australian, didn't even know there was an Australian keyboard layout, but sure, why not? I'll be very surprised if it picks up Wi-Fi here, because quite frankly, this shed acts like a Faraday cage. Absolutely no reception gets in here, especially our home internet. We're not going to transfer anything, nor are we going to register, because you don't actually need to register. Just press continue here. We're just going to call ourselves iMac. And we're not going to use a password because, quite frankly, we do not need one. No one's going to be using this computer. Yep, no password hidden either. Let's go! Alright, do we want to select a picture for this account? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's, Can I zoom in? Why isn't it letting me zoom in? Boom. And, there we go, guys. You guys are now the profile picture. So, this is actually your iMac. We're going to set the time zone to Adelaide because that's where we are. Continue and... thank you. Nothing. Start using Lion. Sure, why not? Let's start using Lion. So this iMac has a 2.4 GHz Intel Core 2 Duo, 4 gigabytes of memory. Seems pretty bog standard, to be honest, of a Mac from this time period. We've got 300 gigs of storage. And yep, seems like all of our slots have been used up. So it's an iMac 7,1. So I'll just quickly look this up and see what year this iMac is. So after looking up this 7,1 iMac, it appears to be an original 2007 model. It's not exactly the base model, and I definitely think the RAM has been upgraded, but yeah, a 2007 iMac. So now that we got this successfully up and running, we know it works, we've installed macOS onto it, let's take this thing apart and, well, let's start cleaning it, because as I showed you before, the dust back there is really bad. I can only imagine what the insides of this would be like. We've just taken the bezel off of the desktop because we're going to be cleaning this. Oh! Look at that dust! Get a load of that dust, man! Holy crap! Alright, well, we gotta get this out. Whew. So we are indeed looking for some pentalobe screws. We were using T8 a lot last time for, yes, Apple really likes their T8 screws. So let's unscrew this. Okay, all the screws are out. Now, how does this come off? Does the, like, black plastic bit here just come off? Like, I'm trying to figure out how this works. Alright, one tutorial said to give the iMac a bit of a shake. Yes! He's right! Come on! Yes! We got it! Alright, now we must be cautious here. Look at all of that dust, man! Sheesh! Alright, we're going to be using a brush alongside a vacuum cleaner to help get these out. Not going to be a vacuum train. Not going to be vacuuming it directly, I'm just going to be dusting it off and then vacuuming it up. So those of you who are concerned about negative pressure, well, guess what? It ain't going to be a problem. Maybe? Yeah, it's just really stuck in there. Okay, so I've removed the display cable and we've just removed a sensor cable thing. So now we've got to remove these cables here. Get out. And this one. And there we go. The display should be free now. I'm not going to be doing any upgrades to this because, quite frankly, it doesn't really need any upgrades, and any single upgrade I were to get for this would be worth more than the computer itself, which is about 20 bucks. So we're just gonna kind of leave it as is for now. Have some unfinished dust, and that is the fan little outlet at the very back here, so we're just going to clean that out. Yes, that's right. The bezel, like the bezel of the bezel. Introducing the new iMac. Wait, what the? What happened to this thing? Like, how cool would that be to have, like, a clear iMac? Like, once you put the screen in there, you'll pretty much be able to see what I mean by that. Oh boy, time to put the screen back in. This thing is absolutely chunky. Now we gotta make sure we plug these in the right way. Okay, well, I actually have no idea. How am I meant to know which one goes with which? Alright, I think I figured it out from watching another tutorial since I didn't film myself taking this bit off. Red's on the left. Yep, plugged in. So with the screen put back on, we're actually going to turn this on and see if this still powers up. We need to screw in these. Yes, screws for the display connector. Let's just chuck in one stick of RAM. Well, right, let's just chuck in both. Yeah, you know, we'll just chuck in both sticks of RAM. No harm. I mostly just want to see this thing boot up, make sure the screen still works. The speakers don't work, but the screen still does. Oh, that's great. It's time to put the front bezel back on. And we just shove this front bezel back on. Alright, and that should be it. So now all we really need to do is put the screws back in. This iMac and the iMac G5, or the white iMacs, actually seem like the easiest out of all of the iMacs to repair. iMac G3s are a little tough. iMac G4s are absolutely stupid. The screen and the frame is back in. Now a little bit of dust has gotten onto the screen, but I actually have a pretty cool method to get it off. When you use this vacuum, air actually comes out of these two sides. All you need to do is hold this sideways and then it'll act like an air compressor and blow all the dust off. Here's this bit of gloss, and all we do now is just put it back on. And pretty much the last thing we need to do now is just spray this down and clean it because it's a little bit dirty, but that's absolutely no problem. Oh, my eyes. This stuff is strong. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the first video in this brand new set. The fact that I have the space now means I can work on bigger projects. For example, this absolute nugget of an old desktop. Oh, it's got a floppy disk in there. Nice. This absolute nugget of an old desktop we're going to be having a look at. I can't really get it to run, but we're going to be trying a bunch of PCI cards and stuff in this thing. It's going to be great. There's going to be lots of cool content coming along with stuff like this desktop right here. So that's going to be fun. Look out for those videos soon. Maybe. Soon-ish. Soon-ish. My name's Frogfoduck. You can say that however you want. I really don't care. New videos whenever I want, really. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.